I just want to start off by saying that this is probably going to be our last video. And as we're sort of like closing this whole thing down, we wanted to make the video that we really wish that we had when we started this whole thing.
I'm Lisa.
Hi, I'm Josh.
This video is about three very different things that for some reason always go together around here on the YouTube, which is one, quitting your job, to two, go and travel the world, and then for some reason, bafflingly, start a YouTube channel about it.
Yep.
For some reason, this has become the de facto path for anybody that wants to go and see the world these days. Nowadays, it feels like you gotta turn your perfectly good and enjoyable sabbatical into like a small media empire while you're out traveling.
How's the editing going?
Oh, fine.
And I mean, shoot, why not? Travel, make a little money, ditch the 9 to 5. Yeah, that's what we thought too. This video is going to be a behind-the-scenes look at the absurd life of a travel YouTuber, which we've been doing for the past 5 years. All the ups and downs, struggles and triumphs, all the endless nights editing after like 12 straight hours of filming, the act of packaging every possible moderately interesting tidbit of your life into something to be judged and viewed by the world.
Okay, maybe do a spin.
And then the occasional glory of making something beautiful, hopefully a little bit useful, and maybe even kind of entertaining for total strangers that just might appreciate it. And if you're really lucky, maybe help them do something big in their life. Other travel creators are probably not going to appreciate that we're out here spilling all the tea. I mean, for some reason, there's like this big need for secrecy, for keeping up some impossible, always positive image on travel YouTube. Yeah, I mean, they probably won't like it, but I sure as hell won't be able to say that we're lying. Okay, so if you're new here, hi, welcome. We're Lisa and Josh. We quit our jobs to travel the world and share our adventures here on YouTube. And if you're sitting there thinking, wow, that sounds familiar, you are definitely right. I mean, that's basically the origin story of just about every single other travel influencer on planet Earth. Like, we're all just kind of like carbon copies of one another in a way, but we're gonna get to that later. I can show you the world.
But I'm looking at it.
Right now, we just cracked 150,000 subscribers. We make like, I don't know, $8,000 per month in YouTube ad revenue. That might sound big, but that's revenue, remember, not profit. We're running a business here, and like there's taxes, house, equipment, actually getting to and from the places, hotels. After all that, it's just enough maybe for us to get by month to month. So we make long-ass documentaries that show people how to travel the world on a budget.
Okay.
It's inconsistent revenue at best. We're still trying to figure this whole thing out, so it's not like we're looking down from the mountaintop here. We're right in the thick of it.
I've never eaten so many more PBJ sandwiches in my life until I met you.
So the last movie we put out is the first two parts of this, which is the quit your job to travel the world. Basically, we saved up like $50K, quit our jobs to take a 1-year honeymoon. YouTube wasn't even in the picture yet. Okay, that's where we are right now.
March 20th, 2020.
Hello, future us. We just both quit our jobs. Just moments ago. We got so much stuff in this car we can't even see out of our rearview mirror. And then we might just go on a 1-year plus trip.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That is the goal.
Bye, future us.
See you soon.
Take care of yourself. So, that was the plan, initially. Just to take our honeymoon. We unknowingly had decided to quit our jobs at the stupidest possible moment right before COVID locked down everything everywhere. We were directionless, uncertain, there was no more income, no job, no health care, the worst pandemic in modern history, so we drove across the country and holed up and just waited it out. I mean, shoot, I don't have to tell you. You know. We all know. Hello, fellow...
Hi.
Hello, fellow fun-employed person. At first, we were hopeful, we were lucky even, healthy. So was everybody else that we loved. And suddenly, we had all this free time. Dun, da, da, da. I got some bread started, and oh man, is that looking good. We had seen others online making what seemed like a living by creating videos and throwing them up on YouTube. It was incredibly unclear how any of them made money, especially how much, but from the outside, I mean, it looks kind of easy, right? You just pick up a camera, film whatever you're up to that day, slap that bad boy onto YouTube, and get crazy rich.
Beep boop internet stuff.
Obviously, it turns out that we were way, way off. We had no idea how hard it was and how much intention, craft, care, and love goes into every single YouTube video made by all creators out there. I mean, well, most of them. The morning after that fateful decision, we spent all day watching videos about this editing software called Final Cut Pro, which is running right here, that we could use to chop videos together and get them ready to put on YouTube. We recorded a quick montage of making pancakes just to try. We threw some copyright-free music over the top of it and sat down to talk to a camera for the first time. Good morning.
Hey guys, I'm Lisa.
Hi, I'm Josh.
And we're here to talk to you about what we've been doing in these crazy times.
That's right.
Oh my god. We were super nervous, terrified, just stiff as a rock. Just look, oh my god. Trying so hard to remember what we wanted to talk about as we were talking into the camera. Oh my, that is some weapons grade cringe. I'm so sorry. Just please don't go back and watch that video.
Enough talking. Let's get this workout done.
So we decided that our big YouTube debut was going to be the beginning of our fitness journey that we absolutely very soon after abandoned, and that we were going to show our DIY wood gym that we had made. So we filmed some sweet slow-mo footage, got distracted by a runaway boat for some reason, back to slow-mo, introduced the world to our cat, and ended the video with the big revelation.
I think it's nap time.
The story. What even is this?
That's the end of the vlog for today. See you in the next one.
We spent the next 5 days figuring out how to cut this thing into some semblance of a movie, and then, on April 30th, 2020, with the push of a button, two incredibly nervous and awkward people released their greatest masterpiece with the gripping and maybe SEO-friendly title of Cabin Quarantine Workout with DIY Gym Made Out of Wood for the world to see. God, it's so bad. We actually sat there after this and just imagine all the riches, all the fans, all the acclaim, like greatest YouTube video ever comes out, says commenter. Big revelation, naps with cats are great. 24 hours later, we nervously checked in. Oh, I bet we had thousands of views, maybe even millions. Oh. The 3 people watched it. One of them was us. One was our parents, one was my brother, but still, we made a YouTube video. Even though it was a total flop, we were kind of proud. We had literally never filmed or edited a video before this point. We had never made a thumbnail. We had never thought really hard about what to title a film. We didn't even know the basics of marketing, brand positioning, or friggin' anything about this thing that we now do full time before we started and made our first video. And today, 5 years later, we still struggle with these same things.
No, what do you do?
Even after making like 400 videos.
We don't know how to take good thumbnails.
Okay, back to the videos. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. We were undeterred, more or less, by the tremendous failure of our first video.
Hello?
You know what? It's so nice today. I think I'm going to take you guys for a little walk. That doesn't make sense.
Neither of us had ever made a video before about anything, and it shows.
You know, it is such a nice day. I think I want to go shoot down by the lake. Hey you. Yes, you. Lisa and I just started a YouTube channel. We're pretty excited about it. We've only made 5 so far, so go easy on us. We've only made 5 so far, so go easy on us. We've only made 5 so far, so go easy on us. Ready.
What if we break up? What if we're not together? We're gonna buy $500 flights. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna sit together in the same flight?
I guess we're going on a road trip.
Are we cutting down a tree today? Yep, turn that into content. Making a tiki bar? Hoo, yep.
Cue the montage.
Try every single cheese curd in Wisconsin? I guess, sure, somebody's got to do it.
Squeakiness. How squeaky is that cheese curd when you take a bite?
And right around that time, we started noticing a trend on YouTube. Lots of people doing this thing called van life.
So the next obvious plan that we had was to buy this.
Looks like we're van lifers now.
Our new home. We bought a 2012 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, and we are going to convert this into a camper van and live in this full time for the next couple of months.
Armed with a garage full of tools, some extra 20-year-old lumber, the unlimited skills of a former architect and recently retired building inspector, and Lisa and Mai's slightly above average construction skills and just unlimited time, we started. Days went by in a blur of sawdust, plumbing diagrams, electrical mistakes, solar installations, window hole cutting experiments, lighting revelations, roof rack shenanigans, interior decorating, tough inspections, and slow afternoons. You know, looking back, this whole summer by far was the most fun we've ever had in our entirety of this YouTube channel over the past 5 years. Yes, it includes everything up to right now.
Yay!
I'll try the fan. We were documenting every little moment of this experience from start to finish and beginning to see a little bit of like YouTube traction come with it. We had our own little TV show, our first format. 20-minute long videos about creating a DIY camper van for as little of a budget as possible.
So next thing that we got to do is start building the passenger side bed.
We were getting more comfortable with the whole process of making a video with each rep we got. We moved away from the fancy camera tricks and the snappy editing of our glorious pancake montages. We brought the camera right into the action. We weren't making cinema. We were trying to be helpful, useful, even a bit educational for people who might want to build their own van.
So we put all these batten strips, as you saw in our last episode, just going vertically all the way around.
We were still so awkward.
That's it, folks.
That hasn't and likely will never change.
We found that it was really tough to work on the window trim in there. It's so hard to do this. How does anybody do this?
But we were getting a little more comfortable talking to a camera so it didn't hurt so bad to watch us.
We've got some 1/4-inch thick cedar planks, which are tongue and groove, which we're going to use for the ceiling. So now after it dries, we're just going to pop it onto the ceiling.
You can see the travel YouTuber starting to form. We were waking up early. We'd set up all the cameras. We'd intro the video with just whatever came into our head.
Morning. We're back at it. Had a little break for the past couple days, which was really nice. Gave us time to make all these videos. We were really behind. We were just recording. We had never had any time to actually edit the videos.
We'd film literally everything that happened all day from sunup to sundown.
Another solid 12 hours in today. Yeah, Lisa, could you do the honors of turning off the lights?
Oh, happily. Also, if you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button and give us a like.
Yes, please.
Good night.
Good night.
Edit that into like a 10 to 15 minute video, publish it. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. This cycle, this film all day, edit all night until just you burn out inevitably is all too familiar to every travel creator out there. Probably every creator out there. It's really the only way at the start. It's the only option. You just gotta get the reps in. There's no shortcut.
So thank you so much for watching. We had a really great time. We hope you guys are having an awesome time watching these things and learning and just hanging out with us. If you do, please hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. And that way, when we put out another one of these, you'll be the first to be notified.
Again, before our moms. Maybe. They watch too.
So thank you so much for watching again. See you in the next one.
We even hit 100 subscribers. Whoa!
We finally made it to 100 subscribers. We did it! Yes! This has been like 4 months in the making, like 500 hours of work, and we finally made it to 100.
4 months.
Yeah, we finally made it to.
Yeah, it's been 4 months.
We finally made it to 100 subscribers.
Holy cow.
Okay, we get to pick our custom URL.
Finally.
We get to choose a permanent URL for this channel. We were terrified. Who were we? Should we change now? Lisa and Josh, or Josh and Lisa? What about Octavius? Now's the time. This is such a big decision. We don't know anything about branding or anything at all.
I guess Lisa Josh,
Yeah,
huh?
I think just Lisa Josh. That's simple, short. People will remember that. Okay, once you can't change it again.
So in the travel space, there's basically 2 ways to solve this existential crisis. Number 1, the Kara innate. It's approachable, it's real, it's descriptive, it works kinda no matter what content you make. The only problem, literally everybody else has the exact same idea. And it's real easy to get lost in the jumble of the Rachels and Rosses, the Jasons and Julies, the Yannis and Ginas and Ems and Nicks and Jordans and Jameses and Marys and Andys and James and Kelly and Jen and Nick and Grab and Sarahs and Papa and Be Stopping and Be Ba. You know what I'm saying? Option 2, the conjoined twins. You take a word that's like adventurous and a word that's adjacent to travel, and you just jam them together. So let's just grab this name generator here. Whew. Wanderlust Chronicles. Ooh, that sounds like a travel vlog couple. How about Globetrotter's Journey? Escape the Ordinary? Ooh, Adventure Allure. The possibilities are limitless. The only problem, it's almost impossible to remember for people, especially at first. Plus, if you pick something like, say, Traveling Tales, and you end up a DIY house remodeling channel, which seems to be the retirement path for every single travel YouTuber once they burn out from nonstop travel, that name doesn't make any sense anymore. Whew. Okay, so we picked out Lisa, ampersand, Josh, and hit submit.
Lisa, Josh.
You did.
There we are.
Wow.
One tiny, little imperceptible error right there. Putting that ampersand in the middle would hamper our growth. Usually nobody, and I do mean nobody, types in ampersand in between names. Just takes too long. Nobody thinks of it. It's Lisa space A-N-D Josh. We were an SEO nightmare just from the get-go, and we had no idea. There are just so many ways to screw up out here.
Confirm. It's better than Joshua or Walter 1.
That is certainly the truth.
We didn't know what we didn't know, and we didn't know anything. Just look at how many options there are when you upload. Just look at this, okay? Does putting in the location matter? What about posting day? Do I just jam a bunch of nonsense, just SEO into the description? Is that good? What about this checkbox? Chapters, do these help get more views? Which category? I guess travel and events? We're just travel. It's not like you had to narrow it down. You could put that list as long as you wanted to be. It's made for kids. It's not made for kids. Shiny Moon Ads Great. It seems like everybody does those, but I hate how I can just never see the end of the video because it's there. You know the best part? The best part about all this? Nobody knows. Nobody actually knows the answer to any of these questions. It's all just a total black box. We've been doing this for 5 years. We've taken multiple, ludicrously expensive courses, and everybody is just guessing. Everyone is just guessing. The best in the game, they're just like, I don't know, try some experiments and maybe this will happen.
We got a new link. Lisa, Josh.
You did.
There we are.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
We made it. 100 subscribers. Yes! God, it's so cool.
So we locked in the absolutely wrong permanent URL, made our YouTube channel name an SEO nightmare, and went to go put the last few finishing touches on our van, and...
Guys, we did it! Woo! We are officially on the road.
We set off. We filmed all the trials and tribulations of figuring out van life, just like we'd seen from other creators like Eamon and Beck.
So this is our first ever harvest host, this one right here, and I'm blown away, honestly. We're out here at Forestville Wines. We've just had the best time here. We just went through a flight of wines that were all great. Prices weren't that much. And it's just me and Kitty, and Lisa's in there making some dinner, and just perfect end to a night.
All the details, just nothing is off limits. The ups, and for some reason, especially the downs.
We got some water on the floor. Looks like we have a leak coming from our faucet. Ugh.
For whatever reason, Struggle just seemed to do better on YouTube. We drove all over the USA, going from weird campsite to somehow even weirder campsite, from national park to national park. We were really settling into this life. Our cat was happy as could be. We had a fun new challenge every day, new puzzles to solve.
Got it!
The last one finally came out.
Riding that momentum, we were stoked to finally film the thing that everyone was asking for.
So if this is your first time watching us, I'm Josh.
I'm Lisa.
And we've recently converted this Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van into our full-time home. And now we're traveling around the western United States with our cat, Octavius.
So without further ado, let's show you the van.
Yeah, come on in, friend. Let's show you around.
So we cleaned up the van real nice, picked an Instagram-worthy spot out in the middle of nowhere, watched some viral van tours for inspiration, tried to jam in a little humor, practicality, nerdiness, and bam! A van tour came out the other side.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It's free, it helps us out a ton, and you'll be notified right away when the next video comes out. So, subscribe for more Lisa dancing, and thank you so much again for watching. See you in the next one.
Okay, edit, upload, thumbnail, title, we know the drill by now. Wow, our sub count is really going up. Wait, how many views? Holy, what? Wow, we're rich, baby. 1,000 subs, 60,000 views. We were elated. We got to turn on that make money button. That set the stage for something much bigger and much more nefarious. But we'll get back to that later. Something more pressing came up.
Okay, so let me catch you up on the past few days. We drove to Denver because we had just about every single warning light that exists on the Sprinter show up on our Sprinter all at the same time. About 200 miles in, on the way to Omaha, our entire engine just shut off completely. Totally died. We're honestly wondering if van life is for us, if this whole thing was a big mistake, if it just, I don't know. It was just a big, dumb dream that ended up to be something that we couldn't do.
We got the news that it would cost around 10 grand. No problem. Oh, God. Let's just take a look at our bank accounts. Oh, good. Our YouTube channel had generated a grand total of absolutely nothing. So for most creators, especially traveler vlog channels, this is shockingly common. You got to hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 total hours of your stuff being watched across YouTube to be able to turn on the money button on YouTube. And then even when you do turn it on, you're getting like dimes per month. So, quick overview if you have no idea what I'm talking about here. YouTubers really only have 3 avenues available to them to make money. There's a ton more later, but at this size, you're honestly limited. The first and most prominent is YouTube AdSense. You know those ads that pop up when you're like watching YouTube videos? We get a cut of the revenue that we share with YouTube from those. Each ad is not worth a lot, but it can really start to add up if you can get enough views. We get paid out monthly from Google, they own YouTube, into our Google AdSense account, which then goes into our bank accounts. All these stats and tons more are presented to you via this YouTube Studio. It's an app that has caused more mental health problems for me and probably every other creator over the past forever than all other sources combined. I have opened and looked at this app hundreds of thousands of times, and for an optimizer like me, it's a curse. There is data for everything in here. The second is brand deals. You know when somebody goes like this in a video? Today's video is sponsored by Octavius VPN. Are you tired of seeing things that aren't cats on your internet? Sign up for Octavius VPN. It will provide absolutely no internet security, but it will change every picture and every video everywhere that you go from whatever it is into cats. Are you tired of seeing political stuff? Bam, Octavius VPN turns it into a cat. Are you tired of seeing all these people's faces? Get them out of here. Octavius VPN. It'll solve all your problems. Make sure to click the link down in the description below for 25% off. Turn everything into a cat with Octavius VPN. Right, like that sort of thing. Okay, we were a bit too small for these types of things at this point. We hadn't done a single one. We would have maybe gotten $100 per brand deal at this point. Probably less. The amount you charge for one of these brand deals is more or less based on the niche you're in and how well your past 3 videos have done. There's a bajillion other metrics, but it's basically that. In fact, the amount that you can charge for brand deals fluctuates so wildly that after we put out our Disney video experiment, like maybe you remember that one, in the middle of a pretty good run, all of a sudden every brand would only offer us half as much just because we took one swing and it just didn't perform as well as the rest. One mistake, overnight, our money-making ability on our videos was cut in half just because we wanted to try something new. And we're running a business, so we had to take that video down. And guess what? Literally, the next day, we signed a brand deal for our original amount. We were so proud of that Disney video. We loved making that video. It was so fun. You know, like brands dictating what stuff comes out. God, what have I become? Taking down a video because of a brand. Who am I? Public, done, save. It's back. It's back. Shameful. Shameful. Much better. I love that video. I don't care if it didn't do well. I love that video. Okay, so the third is merch. Hats, bags, shirts, water bottles, whatever. It's a thing that we tried, but we ended up not really pursuing.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
So YouTube AdSense was our only revenue source. And it wasn't much, so we had to choose. We had already blown 25% of our money that we'd saved on this van, and now it wouldn't move another inch until we blew another quarter of all the money we had saved for our entire honeymoon. Half our money.
We might be at the end of our van life dream. After paying $5,500 to fix our DEF system, you'd think that things would be going pretty well. On our way here on the highway, going downhill, we heard the terrifying beeping sound and the DEF signal light came on. And now we only have 16 starts remaining yet again.
We needed to pivot. We needed a new plan. We needed income.
So instead of fighting all this stuff and trying to like force it, we just decided it's time to go to Cancun. Bye.
Mexico had just reopened. International travel was maybe open again. Maybe we could start our honeymoon even though we only had half as much money. And also maybe make enough money doing some international travel a little too early. We made the legally required explanatory post on YouTube and Instagram where you validate a life decision you're making.
We decided to just take a break.
It felt like we were just trying to force it.
We realized how insanely lucky, comically lucky we are to even be able to make any of these choices. We're sorry that these past couple episodes have been, well, they've been downers. No other way to say it. But we don't just want to come across as though everything's great, we're always upbeat all the time, when in reality that's not how it has been.
This moment is when YouTube changed from being a fun hobby to us trying to make it our life.
So anyway, thanks for letting us press pause on this video for just a little bit. So now, on with the rest of the video.
So we knew we wanted to make travel videos, so we took a look at the mountaintop of travel creators circa 2019 and we found Karen Nate and Lost LeBlanc. Dramatically different styles, right? But after watching 300 plus of each of those videos, we looked at each other and said, how hard can that be?
Okay, right. Hello, good morning. So let's say that you want to go to Tulum, but you've only got 24 hours there. You're coming there on a day trip. You're the best 24 hours that you can spend in Tulum. Tulum.
So, the plan tonight is we're going to go to every single street food place in Tulum Central. All of them. This is the first in our series of 5-minute guides of beautiful destinations all around the world. Now, seeing as we've only got 5 minutes, I'm going to get right to the point.
All they do is just walk out the door in the morning, turn on their camera, film everything interesting for the entire day and put it on the internet. We can do that. It turns out, unsurprisingly, that it's really, really, really hard. But without that initial stupidity, unreasonable optimism, and naivety, we would never have even picked up a camera in the first place. So we left Mexico to continue our YouTuber dreams. Europe had just reopened and finally we could start our honeymoon.
It's an impossible dream coming true. After a year and a half. Our honeymoon and to never being in a hurry again. I love you.
We are officially in Rome.
It actually happened. The trip has begun. The honeymoon has begun. It's happening.
Rome, Venice, Florence. God, it just felt like we were walking through a dream. Euro Cup finals tonight. Italy wins. Oh, and we're here for it. What a night. Wait, is this video going viral? Does that mean that we're going to be able to travel and make money at the same time? That'd be crazy. We kept making our way across Europe, exploring and keeping in the style of film everything from sunup to sundown, being travel guides to places we've never been before.
After World War II, apparently the Swiss government dumped tons and tons of unused ammunition into the lake.
While sprinkling in just a little bit of information about ourselves.
We are back in the hostel kitchen making another gourmet meal.
but not too much to prevent that parasocial breeding ground dangerous stuff that people are going to eventually use against us.
Trying to figure out how to get vegetables into our diet has been difficult.
And then we package it all up as best we can into a short 8 to 12 minute video for YouTube.
Okay, so that's it for today. We are about 10 videos behind when it comes to editing right now, so
Sorry.
we have a lot of videos to edit. We've just been busy traveling and haven't spent nearly as much time making these videos as we should.
But promise we're still having the best time.
Yeah.
Our days felt so busy and exhausting, but it all felt so fun and exciting at the same time. We were finally on our honeymoon and we were able to make some money back while we were doing it. We even got to share our adventures with family and friends and a couple thousand other fellow travelers. We had the chance to be honest, we had the chance to be helpful, and we even got to be a little bit creative.
Hi, I'm Rick Steves, bringing you the best of Europe.
So we kept doing that from one European city to the next, to the next, to the next, until we started to realize that we were feeling just tired all the time. We thought maybe it was from the nonstop traveling and not the job that we were still convinced wasn't actually a job, but it totally was because we were doing it all day.
I love this hotel. I don't want to leave.
So we decided to stop for a bit, regroup, and have our first ever Lisa and Josh offsite in Split. We caught up on some editing, did some accounting, cut my hair for some reason. We even worked in a co-working space like digital nomads.
Haha, business.
We spent endless hours analyzing every single thumbnail, title, intro, hairstyle, clothing of every single successful travel YouTuber out there. YouTube was a game, and we were trying to go pro. Okay, gotta be fit, not off to a great start. Gotta be happy all the time. Being unhappy with anything ever is illegal and nobody wants to see it. Gotta make these videos short, almost like home movies, but with a slowly graduating level of production value. Drones, good. Tropical house, use that all the time because it's like generically happy and nobody's really offended by it. Gotta pick one big thing that happened that day and name the whole video after that, but be sure to like tease that at the beginning for a second and then only really show it towards the end so that people watch the whole thing. Gotta put some incredible cinematic B-roll in there, but not too nice or else it's not realistic. Gotta try to endlessly please everyone and smile all the time everywhere we go. Gotta climb a mountain, gotta spend the least amount of money possible. Gotta have some sort of logo, gotta get skinnier, gotta work out, gotta get better at talking to camera, see a beautiful place. Hey, gotta smile a lot, gotta smile so much. We gotta keep smiling. Gotta be globetrotting no longer than a week anywhere. Eat some delicious food, gotta talk about all the details. Views number go up or we're failures. Everything is personal. Please, 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 internet. Please, please, please love us, please. Enough doesn't exist. We need to make a post on Instagram and respond to those comments and make a course, and then we're back to sell the van. Okay, maybe we're Hawaii content people now and gotta ceaselessly travel, ceaselessly work, always be making more content, no matter what. Video comes out every other day or we die trying. Gotta change what we make for the algorithm, forget friendships, lose touch with people, months fly by. Gotta answer so many questions about whether or not we're planning on having kids. Gotta be happy, gotta keep being happy, gotta keep going more, gotta keep trying to figure out what's going viral more, need to make more, faster. Videos gotta be up by tomorrow, so stay up all night editing it. More, faster. Mexico to Rome to video number 100 to Budapest to Paris to $1,000 a month to frickin' Switzerland, climb all the hills, make sure the cute girls in every thumbnail, make a parody of Rick Steves, make content out of a pilgrimage, sneak into an abandoned resort, put big red arrows, so many big red arrows on thumbnails, get better at editing, get better at everything all the time. For a while, making YouTube videos at full tilt pace was still very much a hobby. It gave us purpose, something to do while we were flying around on trains. We felt like we were kind of being productive during all this. We got to share things with our family and friends. We got to travel the world on a budget, but we were making every single mistake possible and we had no idea. We were copying somebody else's idea, doing a terrible job at it, chasing trends, making videos for the money and success and the love of strangers, and doing it just for all the wrong reasons. And this hurts to watch. I'm embarrassed. So what you just watched, the montage you just saw, was us just slowly migrating, slowly moving, slowly changing from like normal human beings into what we thought we needed to be travel YouTubers. And you know what? It kind of worked. And looking back, that makes me the saddest. I mean, it for sure wasn't all bad. We got to go and see a bunch of beautiful places, do so many amazing things. There are moments when this is the greatest job in the world, no question. We were having a blast, but we just weren't realizing that we were slowly chipping away at the very reason that we had even started this thing in the first place. This was slowly, progressively, kind of under our feet, moving away from being a honeymoon and becoming a business trip. This all feels incredibly just uncomfortable to say, especially on camera. We were flying all over the world, doing exactly the thing that we set out 2 years earlier to do. Our dream had come true, right? Like, hadn't it? Why did this all feel so wrong, so tiring, so stressful?
We got these new mics. We're still working on it. It should sound better.
And something really weird started happening along with that change while we were editing our videos at night. Most of what we saw that we had filmed was a total surprise to us. We actually just didn't remember it. It was like it had happened to someone else. Like, the people on screen, they looked just like us, they acted and talked like us, but the people on screen were experiencing things that we never had. It was such a disconnecting feeling. And they look so happy, and you're so sad, sitting in the dark, editing all night instead of traveling or... Man.
You can see my hands on my hips again.
I don't know why.
We couldn't quite figure out why this was until we made it to Greece and met other YouTubers. Here's our friends, Tia and JaVale, the One Pack Wanderers. They're awesome. And this is us about 5 minutes after we met them.
So we were just wandering around here in Santorini, and bam, look at who we came across. Tia. It's us. And JaVale, the One Pack Wanderers.
Now, if you've been paying attention, you'll notice that in every video we've made up to this point, one big thing's been missing. Other humans. Sure, we pass by them and we interact with some people, but almost never do we have real conversations with other people.
How did we do it last time?
And that's because there's simply just no time when you're trying to turn every waking moment of your life into content for YouTube. Plus, we just try not to shove cameras in people's faces that we don't know. At this moment, it had been weeks since we even had time for a video chat with our parents or family. Friends back at home probably would have assumed we had died without our near constant Instagram posts. The only people we talked to on a daily basis were each other.
Let us look wistfully into you.
Ooh, there you go. Look wistful.
And I promise you, no matter how much you like that other person, and we really, really like and love each other, spend 24 hours per day with each other building a business while also traveling the world.
There's not a ton of space, but any space is better than no space, obviously.
All while running for buses and sleeping in dirty hostels and eating the cheapest food imaginable, no matter how much love is there.
Just the saddest looking thing in the world.
You will argue.
It's just like the same old thing. It's just like the exact same thing happened the day before.
That sounds like an explosion.
Yeah.
You'll disagree.
Sorry about your face, Lisa. Chaos right here.
You're going to feel the pressure of making enough money to live and grow on YouTube and the videos not being good enough and differences in creative vision. It's tough.
Evolution has failed us once again.
Yes.
So when we finally met these two other wonderful people who had also just started their journey, we had a blast together. We got along immediately, made a video or two together, but the moments where it was just us hanging out, chatting about YouTube and our lives, those moments, they stuck around.
Two legends here.
And that's because for the first time in months, we were forced out of our little YouTube, travel and film all day, edit all night bubble. Plus, it helped that they understood what we were going on about.
Hey, Dad.
Are you taking the...
You see, when you're filming your own life, you're actually not present in any of it. In fact, you're the precise opposite of that. You are thinking about everything else other than the moment right in front of you. You're trying to get the right shot. You're thinking about how is this going to fit into the story. You're wondering where you're headed to next. You're waiting for this dude to get out of the way so that way you can try to take a thumbnail. You're mad at the sun for casting such terrible light. You're in a rush to head off to the next thing so that you have enough scenes to make an 8 to 12 minute thing. You're not there. But time to shove those feelings away because...
I don't know what to say.
It was around this time that we hit 5,000 subscribers, which was a huge moment for us.
This whole past couple of days, weeks leading up to this moment, we've just been refreshing over and over our
Josh has been stuffing his face with mints, obsessively worrying.
Yeah, just nonstop being like,
did it happen? Is it gonna happen? It kept going like up and then back down a little bit, and then up and then back down a little bit.
And then it happened. 5,000.
5,000 of us.
We weren't just making content for our family and friends anymore. Every one of those 5,000 were real people, and we were making enough to be able to give away a bit of the small amount we were making, and we wanted to give away something more tangible than videos.
It's overwhelming, and we just really wanted to say thank you.
During our time in Split, when we kind of sat down and talked only YouTube for about a week and a half, we discovered that the thing that was most passionate to both of us, and the reason why we started this channel to begin with, was we wanted to make travel accessible for everyone. We wanted to inspire, inform, and help other people travel, because if we can do it, you definitely can do it.
So when we hit 100,000 subscribers, which I know that seems like far away, but
eons away.
But we're gonna give away a trip around the world to one of you out there. It's our intention to make this channel to be as directly impactful on your lives as we possibly can. We want to give the gift of travel to as many people as we possibly can. And we think we'll be able to really do it in a really meaningful way once we hit this 100,000 subscriber mark.
100,000 subscribers seemed super far away, but we had a goal. After a glorious time in Greece, we parted ways with our new friends and set our sights on Singapore. New continent unlocked, we flew there and just got back to the grind.
My friend and native Singaporean, Gerald, gave us all these good recommendations, so I think we've got the absolutely perfect place to start out the day. Dim sum.
We were still making the same old thing: walk around, eat, explore some new sites, edit into 8 to 12 minutes, upload, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. But this time, we noticed our views were higher than our Europe videos. Huh. Oh well, off to Thailand. Blue-ass water, the friendliest people, dangerous water slides, delicious tasty food, motorbiking and boat trips with our friends. Everything was just amazing. Even more amazing, our views kept going up and up and up. Wait, did we figure something out here? Were we getting better at this? Were we about to blow up on YouTube? Oh, wait, everybody's blowing up here. Suddenly, we realized we weren't the only ones who quit our jobs to travel the world and start a YouTube channel. Not even close. And wow, they're way more bubbly than us and way more attractive than us and made better videos than us and responded to way more comments than us, and uh-oh. We needed to step up our game and fast.
Woo, it was looking crazy.
Every week we'd pitch each other new styles of videos and try them. How about a Thai massage that changed our lives? I guess people like watching other people eat weird food, so crickets?
Here we go. I can't.
Hey, why not throw in a copycat video of us eating everything at Mark Wien's new spicy restaurant?
Mark.
1, 2, 3,
Mark,
5 chilies.
Mark, we gotta talk about this, man.
At the moment, it felt fun, creative, but it also felt like we suddenly had a lot more at stake.
No, how does that work? What is this magic?
And then an idea that we had just kept popping up. We should make a documentary about our time on the Camino. I went to the nearest store, picked up 2 big chongs, and just started writing. I didn't know how to write a documentary. I still don't. I mean, clearly, just look at how we're jumping around here from idea to idea. The words just started pouring out of me, all the bottled up feelings of walking the Camino and YouTube that have been brewing for the past 6 months. Every feeling, every revelation, every mistake we made, all of it. Scenes started popping into my head, and the first words reassuring the viewer that they were in the right place.
If you're here watching this, there's a good chance that you've heard of the fabled Camino de Santiago before and want to know more about it.
The slow push-in shot to accompany it, the bigger narrative that ties the days together, the absolutely totally cheesy ending that maybe you've gotten accustomed to around here. It felt really exciting, like a breath of fresh air from this emotionless copy and paste stuff we've been making from like 4 years ago. For the first time since starting this YouTube channel, for just a brief moment, we felt like filmmakers. When Lisa woke up, I couldn't wait to show it to her. I'd been up all night. I was just like crazy. She did what she always does, has since this thing started. Takes my harebrained ideas, magically transforms them into something great. We said goodbye to our friends, filmed a few videos to give us some time to figure out how to make this thing, found a nice house in Chiang Mai to hunker down in. The place where we'd make our first, really, honestly, original piece of content. We had endless problems to overcome. First, how do you even record voiceover?
Okay, it's ready for you now.
How'd the sound
Are you recording me?
How'd the sound studio go?
This works pretty good, I think. It sounds a lot better.
How do you level it with the music? How do we juggle all this footage? Final Cut Pro, it just keeps crashing. How do we make the story make sense? What if nobody watches it? The script is too long, the emotions are too forced. Find the right music. No, not that one. Oh, that one matches. Crank out our most shameful piece of content ever, this ice cream rolls video, because we feel like we have to keep putting stuff out before people forget about us.
Ice cream roll.
Have our entire project get corrupted and lose 3 days worth of work as a result. Rebuild it again. This thing has to get out there. Finally, after weeks, it was ready. So we uploaded it, set it to release on the same day that we were leaving Thailand to head to Australia. And we made a promise to each other that we weren't going to check to see how many views it had until 24 hours had passed. 24 hours later, and went to check the stats. It had 14 views. 14. God, it was just so sad. All we could do was laugh. Ugh, I mean, you can see how much this affected us in the videos we made in Australia.
I hate quitting, but honestly, it feels like today is one of those days where we have to think about quitting.
Yeah, it was also flooding, our van was leaking, but bigger than that, we had just poured all of our energy into this one video, and it was dead. It made us question everything.
We've been dealing with this burnout thing for weeks to months. Why was everything so hard, and why were we so disconnected from all these moments in our trip that would normally feel magical? Huge disconnect, and I think a lot of the problem, a lot of the thing that we were struggling with was directly related to these videos that we make. And we haven't wanted to share this, and we haven't even figured out how to share it. It took us 6 videos of trying to share this feeling. And even now, as I'm saying this, I'm like, oh, I sound like such a whiner. But for us to not acknowledge this at all would just, I mean, we'd be leaving out such an important part of what this whole process looks like, of trying to build this life that involves travel, but also involves storytelling. This life of travel is possible. And it's awesome, and there are lots of awesome parts, but there are also some parts like today that are really, really, really hard. It's possible to ignore how you're feeling for so long that eventually you have a breakdown in a camper van in the middle of a beautiful city in Australia just because you just can't connect anymore because you forgot how to do it.
That footage you saw was from a video 3 years ago. And of course, we promptly took it down back then because we knew nobody really wanted to hear it.
Which one is you?
All of them.
Which one is me?
All of them.
You know, I'd always assumed that social media worked in like a very specific way. That if a piece of content that was created didn't blow up immediately, it was just dead forever. To be fair, that was true of every single other piece of content we had ever put out. But then, we learned an incredibly important lesson. Sometimes, they get a second chance. All of a sudden, for reasons we still don't understand, over 2 months later, over a 24-hour period, 120,000 people watched our Camino documentary in one day. Someone or something comes along and just shocks the video back to life. We had never seen success at this level, not even close. Just would obviously change a lot if we did it again today, but in reality, I think there were a lot of factors to its success at the time. The biggest, outside of the movie we had made, was the algorithm. YouTube at that moment was trying to overtake Netflix, Hulu, Prime as the #1 most watched TV app, which meant that they were pushing TV-style content really hard. And that's exactly what ours was, it turned out. Not that we did that on purpose. I mean, nobody would ever watch a 60-minute heady documentary about walking on their phones, but they definitely watched that on their TVs. Of course, we had no idea this was happening at the time. It's not like they announced changes to the algorithm. We were just like the unwitting beneficiaries of that change. And the thing is, like, you can actually see our mental states change in the content we were making at that time once this video blew up. Before.
What is happening?
And then once it blew up, oh boy, we're having fun traveling Australia and riding motorbikes around Bali with our parents, bam, through Malaysia and Indonesia. We felt for the first time since starting this thing over 2 years ago that we had actually figured it all out. We were gonna make it. And brand deals were starting to roll in from all angles. Like, should we review this weird power bank? What about this online learning platform? Sure, we can tell people about that. Or this web hosting company? I mean, why not? We thought we had solved the YouTube problem. It was all gravy from here on out. We had a format, a way to make movies that we were happy with and proud of. We were making content that was us. And we realized over time that we love filmmaking just as much, if not more, than the traveling itself.
Oh, yeah.
With more eyes than ever on our content and by proxy us as humans, some very interesting and really concerning things started happening. First, we instantaneously got addicted to this feeling of success. YouTube became the only thing we ever talked about together, thought about, fought about, and did. Our love of travel had become replaced right away by our love of making it on YouTube. It became our whole identities. We were YouTubers now. Time to hire accountants and thumbnail designers and editors and pay consultants to help us grow our business even though we were only making $2,000 per month. The balance of our life looked like this: 99% YouTube, 1% for literally everything else. Talking to family, taking care of ourselves, having friends, going on dates, all shove into that 1%. Anything that wasn't directly related to building our little YouTube media empire, right out the door.
Okay, so how did you do it? Talk me through it.
So, scroll.
We had some really big, at least for us at the time, videos, especially as South Korea reopened. Just a few weeks ago, the most views our videos were getting were like 5,000. Now, all of a sudden, the norm was 100,000. If a video didn't hit 100K, we were failures. In this game, it is amazing how quickly you're going to move the goalposts on yourself. And with our newfound success, another thing came right along with it. And this is something that all of us pretend not to care about, but I mean, we absolutely do. We're human. It gets to us. It really does. I think I've become more numb to it over time, but it still stings. And it's especially unfair for Lisa. Like, all of a sudden, she has people commenting about her body, the way she talks, the way she walks, everything about her is apparently fair game for people to judge. And look, I get it. Logically, these things shouldn't matter. It's just some angry dude behind a keyboard who's sad at his life taking it out on us. I get that logically, but still, emotionally, it hurts. The expectations for ourselves had risen to absolutely unreasonable levels, and we felt the pressure to just put out banger after banger, which led us, unfortunately, again, backwards. We started trying to chase a trend.
Can you see anything? Oh.
Am I even pointed at it?
Ooh, this video where they throw a dart at a map and go there and they got 1 million views. Guess what we're doing?
3, 2, 1.
Listicles getting a ton of views? How about the best 8 things to do in South Korea? Ryan Trahan's Penny series killing it? Time for us to go and film kind of the same thing, racing across Europe to Longyearbyen, because we saw that videos about that were trending. The moment we saw even a little bit of success, we wanted so badly to hold on to it. Somehow, we had learned absolutely nothing from the success of our Camino documentary. But we don't have time to think about that because we were about to learn another lesson the hard way. Somewhere in the midst of chasing trends, we made our first truly viral piece of content. Everything that we had ever made up to this point was tiny, insignificant in its view count against the monstrosity that I had carelessly thrown together slightly drunk at 2 a.m. one night in Japan. Our most viewed piece of content ever, yes, that includes up to right now as we're talking. This is 3 of our favorite sumo matches from the tournament that we went to. Enjoy. Yeah, somehow, For entirely unclear reasons, the thing that we made that had connected with the most human beings was this 58-second clip of 3 random sumo wrestling matches that was just leftover footage from our video that we had made a few weeks ago. Like, what signal are we supposed to take from this? That people don't want to see us? That YouTube and our viewers want us to make more sumo wrestling stuff, maybe? That we should just totally stop making vlogs or other videos with depth and just go to sumo tournaments full time? Are we a sumo channel now? What does it mean? Even more mind-boggling, like the full-length video that we made about the sumo tournament? Dead. Totally dead. What the hell? We still don't know the answer to this question. Okay, so right now, I think a little over 8 or 9 million people have watched this sumo wrestling short. Easily 10 times more than have watched any other thing we'd made. And what do we have to show for it? A crisp $300. To put that into perspective, the Camino documentary netted us $8,000 after about 600,000 views. We were at a crossroads. The internet had set us a very clear signal here. It wanted something simpler from us. It wanted the most basic version of the thing that we had to offer, and it wanted it so bad. And by this time, in all the confusion and with all the conflicting signals from the platform, we had just lost our way. We had lost the plot. We'd forgotten why we started this thing in the first place. We were incredibly, noticeably unhappy. We had sacrificed everything in search of the thing that we had just got. A truly massive viral video, and all it did was just make us sad. This was supposed to be our honeymoon. Our cat, our little baby Octavius that we hadn't seen in months, that our family had been taking care of to help enable us to make this dream come true, he died. So we holed up, we put out the rest of our just rightfully doomed Northernmost series and made a few very important promises to ourselves. No more soulless algorithm chasing stuff anymore. No more ever prioritizing the business over the health of our relationship and the health of our family and friends. Looking back more accurately, what we needed to do was just remember why we started this thing in the first place. We needed a new game plan. So we went back to the drawing board. First, we have to admit this YouTube thing is our only source of income right now, so it has to support us financially. But we've learned that can't be the main motivation. We know exactly where that ends up.
That's so annoying.
We have to think like a distributor, like a TV network almost. What show, what repeatable, predictable thing can we make that will possibly strike a balance between being possible for us to make without losing our minds, exciting for our audience to watch, and wide enough of a concept to bring enough views in for us to eat?
Kaya butter toast is just my new favorite thing.
Second, to get better, we have to slow down.
I think I could live here.
So we slowly started releasing less and less frequently, but working a lot harder on each individual video. We wanted to make something valuable, something useful, something that would help people travel the world. That was the whole idea when we started this.
We thought that by showing people that we could do it, other people could as well.
So the question that brought us to it was what if we just made one single awesome video that showed all our favorite things to do in a place in the way normal people travel without spending a whole bunch of money?
We're in the train station, bought 4 tickets, and here we are. It costs, let's see, the change I got back was 180. It cost 20 pesos for the 4 of us, so 5 pesos per person, which is 20 cents to get on the metro. Now we're waiting and we're heading to Centro Histórico, the Central District.
I mean, we had tried different variations of this video all over the place over the last few years, but it all really came together in one of our favorite places, Tokyo.
Mega Man's ready. Let's go!
We immediately outlined an entire 3-day trip with all our favorite things to do. Oh, they gotta eat at this epic ramen shop. You gotta do team labs, of course, but make sure to do the fish market on day 2 because that makes more sense. Gotta put $100 on your suica. Probably go in shoulder season, summer's way too hot. Everything we knew and loved about Tokyo crammed into one complete travel guide / vlog with a countdown of every single yen spent alone.
Oh, much better.
Now, it's not like we invented this format out of thin air, right? This is a conglomeration of we're a little bit Karen Nate, we're a little bit Anthony Bourdain, we're a little bit of Rick Steves, we're a little bit of a bunch of other people who are traveling on a budget, all mixed together with our special sauce added on top. Everything we do, all art, everything eventually comes from somewhere else, right? We just tried our best to make it our own. This thing took forever to film compared to our other videos. Just 7 days straight of sun up to sundown filming, and then 10 days of post-production and editing.
So we're getting pretty bleary-eyed. Obviously the jet lag's starting to set in, so we need to go somewhere with a bit more energy.
And something really fun happened. Like, we were in love with traveling again. We had purpose. We were in love with making movies again.
Mega Man's ready. Let's go.
We were smiling again. Oh my God. Whoa. 250,000 views in a month. What have we done? There was, of course, a lot of room for growth, especially in quality, but the theory was right. After that video came out and we saw the response to it, we knew exactly what we had to do. 3 days in everywhere on a budget. That's our new format. Off we went. Mexico City to Taipei to Kyoto and Osaka to Hong Kong to Seoul to head back home to regroup in Busan, Fukuoka, Sydney, 3 weeks in a camper van in New Zealand, Singapore, Bangkok. We were making real money for the first time since starting this thing. And for the first time in over 4 years, our bank accounts went up instead of down. We started trying to build real balance into our lives. We were making time to see our friends, our family, because we didn't have to get out a video every 48 hours. Maybe, just maybe, we had figured it out this time. Where were we? Okay, yeah, Vietnam. Whew. This was a moment where everything clicked into place. All the things we had been trying to do, all the little improvements over time, all the new equipment, all that focus on storytelling and everything. This one took a little over 2 weeks to film and 3 weeks in post to edit. This video shot out of the gate like a rocket ship for us. 5,000 views in 15 minutes, 100,000 views in the first day, 500,000 views in a month, 1 million views, 2 million? Honestly, an unthinkable number. Especially for a 2-hour-long, voiceover-driven travel documentary on a platform notorious for millisecond-length attention spans. Especially for something made by, like, us. Us! Like, 4 years ago, this was us. I mean, it's truly hard to put how this felt into words. It felt like a weight lifting that we had been carrying around since we started. We can afford to maybe go out to eat every once in a while. Maybe. Health insurance. So you're probably wondering, what is like a 2 million view, 2-hour-long video? How much is that worth on YouTube? Now, probably, hold on, you're thinking like, whoa, hold up, now that's a bunch of money. If you just keep doing that, you'll be millionaires. And yep, that's true, but we had no idea how we made it in the first place. And we've been trying to replicate it ever since, and we haven't. And if you're not well versed in business ownership, let me introduce you to business expenses and taxes. Yes, it costs money to make these things. Let's stop here to do the math about how far we've made it in our YouTube channel up to today. This is all about being honest. So, okay, here we are in QuickBooks. I'm just going to show you our profit and loss from when we first incorporated back in like 2021 to today, which today is October 3rd. Our total income here is $356,621. This is broken down via like income from other stuff. This is mostly affiliate, AdSense, brand sponsorships, blah, 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 all this other stuff. Okay, these are all of our expenses down here. Most notably, there's computer and other equipment. That's like the laptop, the monitor, this whole thing. Biggest one besides that is all travel expenses, you know, $60,000. I mean, we're literally a travel channel, so most of our business expenses are travel. And that brings our total expenses to $252,402. This is over the past, 4.5 years. So I figured out that we work on average about 72 hours per week per person. We working basically from sun up to sundown every single day when we're out filming, and then we try to keep to like a 40-hour work week here, and that averages out to about 72 hours per week. We're going to try to calculate our hourly wage here. 72 hours a week, 52 weeks in a year. Multiply that by 4 years. So that's how many hours one of us has worked. Cool. And then we got to divide that by 2 because that's for one person. All right, so if we add in the payroll that we pay ourselves for being an S-Corp, we are making $5.74 per hour per person. Okay, and listen, like, I'm not telling you this to, like, guilt trip you into signing up for a Patreon or donating to us or whatever. I don't want that. I'm saying that YouTube is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not even close to that. Our Vietnam video was the high point of our YouTube career. We were loving these longer series, finding our groove, doing well financially. People were seeming to like what we were making, And we were even able to give away not just 1, but 2 study abroad scholarships to amazing college students with the help of all of you out there. It was all coming together. In the middle of all that, we got a little something in the mail from YouTube.
Wow.
Yes.
Here it goes. Wait.
Back to editing?
3 weeks in the Philippines, then 3 weeks at home editing. Hey, that did pretty well. Oh man, did we figure it out? Dubai video? Okay, that did okay. We have to put out more videos faster. So we try something new with our Disney World video. Oh god, almost nothing. We're just letting it slip through our fingers. Oh my god, okay, I guess people love our Japan content. Let's go climb Mount Fuji or something. Oh no. That one bombed too. Is our channel dying? Is it over? Did we wait too long in between videos? Is it our thumbnails? Every 2 weeks. We need a video every 2 weeks. Okay, fly around the world to Shanghai. That's trending right now. Have we learned nothing? Okay, that one did okay, but still not as good as we need. We gotta move faster, gotta make more. Okay, bullet train across Japan. We're releasing that one today. God, I hope. Again, it was amazing how fast we moved those goalposts on ourselves. Now, it was either 1 million views or we were failures. Oh man, we were failures. And a few weeks passed and, oh no, the whole world forgot about us. Our 15 minutes, just over. And that brings us to, I don't know, just a couple months ago. And you know, I think it's long overdue that I introduced the villain of this story. No, it's not YouTube or the algorithm or social media in general. It's none of those. The villain in this whole thing the whole time was me. And I didn't even know it. So just hold up before you go rolling your eyes, right? I'm not just going to dump all of my personal trauma on you. You know, this is a pretty dramatically lit scene here, but I just have to go over this for anyone else who's out there thinking of going down this like social media path who might be in the same boat as me. Because if you let these problems persist into starting a YouTube channel, the internet, this job, this career of making YouTube videos for a living, it will eat you alive. And I don't want that to happen to anyone else if possible. I'm going to have to read a lot of this or else I'm going to have a 0% chance of getting through this, so just bear with me here. I was blessed and cursed with all the ADHD as a kid. Here's my diagnosis right here. Why is that so hard to do? Here's my diagnosis right here. Let's see what they had to say about 7-year-old Josh. Josh has impulsive actions, an explosive temper, continual nervous activity, emotional overreactions, can't follow instructions. He has very little self-control and he does not respond well to outside controls. He acts without thinking. He does not seem to comprehend how he is feeling or how he makes others feel. That's what they had to say about 7-year-old me. So, a large part of that, obviously, for everyone around me was just me being really annoying as a kid. Still pretty annoying now, but maybe I hope a little bit less. And that led to me just not really having any friends at all. And I do mean none until I was in middle school. Like during 4th and 5th grade, for the entirety of the time, for those 2 grades during recess, I would just walk laps by myself outside of the building because I didn't have any friends. And I would just do laps waiting for recess to get over. And then I'd come back in. And I did that for 2 years straight. So you add that level of loneliness and outcastness as a little kid on top of my jitteriness and just ability to control any impulses at all that I couldn't really control, and I didn't know why any of this was happening. And plus, just this lifetime of every single teacher in my life saying things like, oh, Josh is so smart. If only he would apply himself. Oh, man, if only he would try harder. ADHD kids out there, I don't have to tell you how that feels. All of that led to me repeating the same thing to myself for as long as I can remember. Josh, it's your fault. Nobody likes you. Everyone is laughing at you. Nobody wants to be around you. I am not enough, was the end result of all that. I'll never be enough. I always need to be doing more. Like something was wrong with me, and I had no idea what it was. I'm the problem, though. So with that came along with just this pathological need to please everyone around me, to show that I could do it, to prove myself, to get attention, to be important. A need to belong, a need to matter to someone, to anyone, to everyone, to fit in, to be liked. And I'm kind of fighting that battle to this day. It's gotten better, but it's still there. If any of this sounds familiar, sounds like a thing you've gone through, or a thing you're going through now, I urge you, actually I beg you, to get that sorted before you start this social media YouTube as a lifestyle thing. Go and see someone. No, this isn't some tie-in to BetterHelp. I know, I've been thinking it too. This is just me saying to you, find some help and get yourself good before you hop in feet first into this YouTube thing. Please. Because the idea of enough does not exist out here in social media. It just doesn't. No matter how successful we became, no matter how well our videos did, no matter how many millions of views, I just could not let go of this feeling that we were never doing enough. Notice the we in there? That's the problem. My insatiable need to matter, to belong, started spilling over to Lisa. We were never working enough. Our videos were never coming out fast enough. There were never enough comments, never enough views, never enough money, never enough brand deals, never enough nice words from the people who actually loved our videos and took them and did something awesome with their lives. It was never enough. It was never enough. And until I realized what I was doing, it never would have been enough. I would have prioritized and killed the single most important thing in my life, Lisa and Mai's relationship, in a desperate search for meaning from all the wrong places. I would have just kept chipping away at her nearly limitless amount of patience until she finally broke because we weren't doing more. She told me to stop, to look around every once in a while, to maybe just for even a minute believe that what we were doing was good enough, sometimes even a little bit great. That all the pressure that I was pushing onto this YouTube channel wasn't actually helping. It was actually hurting. You're just putting yourself out there for everyone to see, all of your good, all of your bad, and it just amplifies all of it to the entire world. And for me, I just had so much of that bad left in me that it just started leaking out into every other aspect of my life. So I got some help. I talked to some friends. I sat with my thoughts until I could think clearly, and that took forever because I'd never done it before. And I changed slowly but surely. That's basically all I've been doing for the past couple of months. So yeah, starting a YouTube channel is forced therapy, and I absolutely did need it. But doing it that way, in front of the world, at hyper speed, with no breaks, that's the hard way. Don't do it the hard way. My desperation had led us to the very brink of burnout so many times. To the edge of quitting. And somehow, through all of that, Lisa held on and just kept on making. Kept on building, kept on editing. And somehow, through her sheer determination, her just sheer will, even as I was actively attempting to burn it down, not on purpose, but just by proxy of that bottomless hole in my heart, just longing for attention. So if you're wondering where the actual heart of this channel is, where the heart of everything we make is, where to attribute any success we've had up to this point. Okay, maybe do a spin. It's Lisa. The endless nights editing in the dark, the 350 videos that we made with no real reason to believe that we were ever even close to onto something. The long hours just hearing me lose my mind about not doing enough, and the beautiful art that somehow, against all odds, came out the other side of that. That's all her. I had almost let my ego and its unrelenting pursuit of success destroy everything that really mattered. Almost. 5 years of our lives, all the struggles, all the ups and downs, all the fights, all the long nights editing, all the failures, and the little bit of success had brought us this, had brought us here. We can't make this mistake again. We know better than that. It can't be about the numbers or the money or the validation. Turns out, we were looking at this thing wrong the whole time. This kind of cheap feeling thing, that's not what you get for success on YouTube. This is.
Okay, time to start staining this thing.
Project time.
I look into your eyes, I see we're out of time.
More and check out the plant.
I guess no one's
to be honest, I'm not sure that makes me feel any better.
couldn't see, somehow we couldn't feel. Maybe we rose too fast, maybe we got too high. But
Okay, so silly face is crazy.
Okay.
Bottle.
We were always gonna last. Yeah, I do remember tears and the laughter. How could we fall so fast? Will be no hard goodbyes, thank God we're civilized. Be on our separate ways as we fade into gray. But I still miss the way you used to feel.
You must have had a pretty big workout.
Huh? You have a big workout?
Tears and the laughter. How could we fall so fast and let us go? It's time to surrender. Now that it's ended, nothing to say, 'cause guess we've said it all. Now why do we care to dream? Guess we wanna believe.
So what's next? Do we follow the well-trodden path of becoming a DIY channel? Do we drop the dream of making things we're proud of and just make algorithm-chasing stuff that would bring us in the most money? Or something totally different? Honestly, right now, we don't know. We do know one thing, though. It's long past time to actually go on that honeymoon. And that's how you quit your job, travel the world, and start a YouTube channel.